Doesn't matter how you say it. It's Duvel. It's a Belgian Golden Strong. Let's see how it tastes. What's happening, everybody? It's The Beer's Going Bad.
Where the beer flows like wine.
Tonight, like always, we're your hosts. I'm Patrick Tujan.
I'm Scott Van Voort.
And tonight, we're drinking something called Duvel, or Duvel, depending on how you say it.
I used to call it Duvel.
I called it Duvel too.
And now it's Duvel.
I think it's Duvel. Belgian Strong Ale, 8.5%. From Belgium, of course.
Look at that. That's a fancy top.
Let's get into it.
All right. All right, so I feel like this beer should have a cork.
I know, it's kind of fancy. I've heard a lot of stuff of Duvel over the year. Scott, what do you know about Duvel?
I know that it's a Belgian beer, that the brewery was founded in 1871. And the beer that we had last week, the Bohemian, is the same ownership. Like the same family that owns Bohemian. Amagon. Owns Duvel.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good to know, man. Belgian Strong Ale. So, have you had a Belgian Strong before?
I don't believe so.
Learned in my book the 4 types of Belgian beer. I mean, there's a lot of different types, but the ales, you have golden, which is light colored. You have doubles, which are dark. You have triples, which are light, and then you have quads, like Chimay Blue, which are dark again. This being the Belgian Strong, coming in at 8.5%. It's something that's going to have that kind of what it should have is like a light kind of bready kind of smell to it, a little bit of citrus kind of idea.
Right.
Wonderful, like crisp straw kind of color to it. I mean, like that when you look through it.
Really light.
Straw. It really light. Lemonade, yellow Gatorade, if you will.
It is kind of a yellow Gatorade.
Not bad. Duvel's a famous beer. You know, I feel like there's a lot of people out there that, have had Duvel. I've always seen the bottle around. I've never actually purchased a bottle of it.
So it was bottle conditioned, yeah?
It is bottle conditioned, so when you pour that thing, be sure to make sure you pour as much as you can out. We had smaller glasses than I'd like to be using, but not bad, man. As a Belgian beer, Belgians aren't necessarily my favorite thing.
I'm right there with you.
Because it's that sweet, kind of weird, clovey, peppery back end that aren't...
This one doesn't have so much of that peppery back end, but it is that sweet up front and that lack of the San Diego style beers that we're really used to, that presence of hops. You get a lot more of the malty,
I was told after reading a couple things about beer that Belgian beer, unlike the purity laws of Germany, are brewed with the mentality of if it tastes good, then it's good.
There you go, dude. Good job.
Much more of a go get 'em kind of attitude.
It is, dude. That's the way it should be.
There's so many different styles.
If you like it, you like it, dude.
When you drink it, the carbonation is nice. It's got a nice kind of full flavor to it. But what I like about it, though, is it's got I'm growing into being a Belgian kind of fan because as you travel around, Belgians are one of those things I kind of avoid because I don't necessarily like the flavor of what they taste like. It's that kind of sweet clove spiciness to it that is not really my favorite thing because I look at this beer and I feel like it's going to be something that's just going to be cold and you're just going to just punch it down, don't even think about it. But it's got a complexity to it that you don't really expect when you look at a glass like this at all. It's like the flavors are just kind of all over the place in the sense of what my brain associates this color of a beer to be with.
Yeah, like you're expecting a Coors Light taste.
A total, 100%. It doesn't have a huge head to it. I mean, mine kind of foamed up when I poured it, but it's like...
No, I like
it. It's nice though.
It's good. I think it's good.
I feel like you're being apathetic right now. Are you?
No.
Is this over your palate range?
No. I'm not wowed by it. Dude, I'm not saying it's bad, and I'm not saying that I don't enjoy it and that I can't see it where I would enjoy this beer. I'm just saying that it's not a beer that's really blowing me away.
Rating. 1 out of 10. 1 being bad, 10 being awesome off the bat.
6.5.
I'm going to disagree with you, and I'm going to give this a good probably 7, 9, 8. I think this is great for a summer beer to be sitting outside enjoying this with a really light, airy kind of picnic style meal. This would be a perfect beer to sit outside and enjoy it outside with.
If you brought this to a barbecue, I'd be like, dude, awesome, right on. Pour me a glass. If we're sitting there in front and we're like, hey man, we're gonna have some dinner, we're gonna have some friends over, let's have a beer tonight. What do you want to grab? I would not grab the Duvel. I would probably grab.
Well, could it be because this bottle cost me $12.99? Could that possibly be how that is?
What, that I would buy it or that you like it?
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit A, a little bit of B. No, it's good. It's totally good. But I don't know.
You showed up with this instead of a glass of, like a bottle of wine for a picnic. If you had a group of friends that came out and you brought this instead of a bottle of wine, I would be way more pumped.
Yeah, for sure. You're gonna get the credit. You're gonna get the core score on it. It's an awesome beer. Everybody knows it's an awesome beer. It's a super drinkable beer. It's just not my favorite. It's not doing a whole lot for me. It's not making me like, wow, this beer's great. I really like this. I really like this. The complexities.
Do you think that the beer was made to blow your mind, or you think it was meant to be a great beer?
Probably just made to be a great beer.
And I think you're coming at this thinking that every beer we try is going to just punch you in the mouth and be like, I'm here, I'm queer, get used to it kind of thing.
No, but I'm saying that if you are coming out with a $13 bottle of beer, like I do want it to blow my socks off.
I think this is a great beer. Scott thinks it's good, just not necessarily the way he wants it to be.
I just don't think I'd spend $13 on it.
Apparently I'm a different person. Either way,
I gave it heart. Like you brewed this.
No, this is the whole point of this. I like that I'm getting aggressive about this because I think this is a wonderful beer. I gave it an 8. You gave it a
6.5.
6.5. Not bad actually.
No.
It's over the 5 mark. Anything over 5 is technically not bad.
And realistically, it's probably more like a 7.
But cheers to you. Duvel, you had a split on this one. And to everyone else out there, if you have a different opinion, let us know.
And I'm not saying it's not a good beer. It's a good beer.
It is a good beer. Until next time, I'm Pat.
Scott.
It's the Beer's Gone Bad, guys.
Peace.